Hey everybody, this is Dylan with Bay Sports Buzz. I just did not want to wake up to the news of Christian McCaffrey being put on the IR, but I guess it was inevitable. They talked about it yesterday. It was something that they were going to probably end up doing in the first place. However, it's not what we want to hear. However, you got to protect the man from himself. He's such a hard worker, and all he puts into the game, that's just who he is. We also have a lighter schedule coming into the next 4 weeks. We play Vikings, Rams, Patriots, Cardinals, and if you could just keep them out, even honestly, at the end of the day, I know the Seahawks always play us hard, but I would be fine with him sitting out all the way into the Seahawks game because the following week we play the Chiefs. So all that matters for us is probably just keeping him healthy and getting him back right. I don't see why we would need to push him into this, especially knowing that the Niners are plenty capable of playing without him in these coming weeks. And, at the end of the day, we do have good backups. And let's not forget, man, Kyle Shanahan can turn nothing into something when it comes to running backs. So we can't forget about that. Just Christian McCaffrey, stay back, get healthy, protect yourself. I feel like he was pushing himself probably a little bit too hard to get back, and this is exactly why. Apparently yesterday he had the worst day he's had with this injury in the last coming weeks, and that's just due to frustration probably of him not wanting to sit out. And I mean, who could blame the guy? He has numbers he wants to achieve. He is fired up because of last season. Nobody wanted us to end the way we did, and I guarantee you it's fired him up all year. So it's not related to the injury he had coming into the playoffs. This is something else that just flared up, some soft tissue damage that doesn't need surgery, which is good. But at the end of the day, got to protect him from himself. It's just something we don't want to hear, but we got to do for sure. And coming ahead to week 2, Yuri Gross-Matos is going to make his day season debut. He's going to probably play a lot more than he would expect, considering we've had injuries at this position. Excited to see him. D. Winters, he has an ankle. He's questionable. Aaron Banks is back. It was like a finger and a calf. Hufunga, knee, doubtful, probably won't play. Wouldn't expect him to play. Juwan Jennings, he's minused out. He does have the ankle. Obviously, the man's going to play. Probably limited, though, considering, he's one of those guys, just like Christian, where you're like, yeah, he's not. You got to protect himself sometimes. And then, Christian McCaffrey out for the next 4 weeks at least. Hopefully, it's just 4 weeks. You'd hate to see it go on longer, but that's just what we gotta deal with. And with the schedule we have, it shouldn't be a problem. We should be good. As far as the depth chart goes, we do have another running back that's probably going to get some time, which will be, let's see. Okay, yeah, we have Jordan Mason and then Isaac Guerendo, which we saw him, I think, 2 games in the preseason. Ran pretty hard. He's a big boy. I think he will probably get some run. Hopefully they give him a little run so, Deebo Samuel doesn't have to have that many rushing yards, to be honest with you. Like I said, I wasn't a fan last week. I'm not going to be a fan this week. I don't want the man getting hurt. We're trying to stay healthy, especially when we get into the meat of the conference. Week 6, 7, 8, 9, those are going to be the weeks we need to be most healthy, and this is something that needs to happen for us. I don't want him getting hurt. Not to say that he can't run 15 times out of the backfield, just saying I don't want him to. I want him healthy, and that's that, honestly. Coming into this week 2, I don't think there's a chance they're going to win. That's just my take on it. I think we're going to crush them. I don't have any reason to believe that we don't beat them. Well, do I think it's going to be a tighter game? Yeah, I do, because you had their quarterback, which was on our team last year, and Sam Darnold's circled this game, and he wants this game more than anything because he didn't play all last season. That's going to be what you deal with when people leave your team and they know your schemes. However, we've implemented quite a bit of new plays to our arsenal, so hopefully, we can give him looks he's never seen. I know the defense played with Sam Darnold, and they definitely understand his weakness points, so I expect us to get a pick or two. At the end of the day, though, he's a guy that can sling it. I don't think he's going to be amazing or anything, but I do think we win by at least 2 touchdowns. And I don't think they got a shot today. Hopefully the defense improves as far as we go with cornerback positioning. We played good, but I'd like us to play a little bit better. I think the defensive line is going to play great. I think this is another opportunity for Dominic Pooney to just prove himself from the run game standpoint. The man was absolutely unstoppable week 1, okay? And, for them to have a great defense, Jets having a great defense, they didn't do anything. And a $100 million player on the other side of the line can't guard Dominic Pooney. That says something. They should have never let us draft him, honestly. But I'm not complaining. Love it. And I think we're going to be fired up, ready to go. Fred Warner even said on his little, I don't think it was his podcast. It was like when he drives in the car. I forgot what it's called right now. But he just had a little bit to say that basically said that we haven't beat them in their stadium in like the last 10 years. So we're fired up. Like, we're ready to go. This is got to stop. And they got us on a week where we were really injured last year. So we're going to give it a go. And I think we'll be another 30-point game. I don't see why not. And, the only comment we had from week 1 is, we just ran the ball a bunch. Yeah, well, if you're going to let us run the ball and we're just going to, pound it down your throat, then, yeah, we're just going to keep doing it because you're not stopping it. And I just think it's funny. A lot of the talking heads are like, well, Brock Purdy wasn't throwing a lot. It's like, Brock Purdy didn't need to throw a lot. Brock Purdy didn't need to do anything other than game manage, which is what he does best. And he rarely misses the guy you need to hit. And isn't that something? Everyone always talks about, he doesn't have the biggest arm, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. I think he has everything and more, and, another reason why he's going to be in the MVP conversation. And, I love it because you gotta smile at the haters. You gotta smile at the haters. There's still people that are going to say he's not this, he's not that. 21-4. 21-4. Since he's been in the league. Is there anybody else that's going to tell me he's not it? I mean, I don't know. I find it hard to believe that people can still talk the talk. It's fine. There's always going to be haters, and that's why we thrive on it, right? But yeah, unfortunate news waking up this morning, but at the end of the day, this is going to be a good week 2. We should really coast through these next 5-6 weeks, even with Christian McCaffrey out. I don't see why we shouldn't. We just have to wake up and handle business one game at a time. Just like everybody says with our organization, we have all the pieces and we have all the reason to be back to where we were last year. There should be no reason why we don't hit the Super Bowl this year. I just, we all gotta freaking hope that we stay healthy, but as long as we stay healthy, we should be back to where we were and finally be on the right side of it. But I hope everybody has a great rest of your Saturday, and I'm happy you guys dropped by. And let's get this damn win. I'll be having a post game right after the game, so hope you guys drop by. Appreciate it, and have a great weekend. Peace.